Today we're going to be doing some exercises, so stay tuned. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our stretching. We want to make sure that we're not stiff and we're ready to perform different exercises. So the first thing we're going to do our toe touch. So we're going to extend our legs out. And here we want to reach only as far as we can. You don't want to strain your back, you don't want to strain your legs, so only to where it feels comfortable. And you're going to slowly reach to where you feel pull right behind your legs. And also you're going to feel a slight pull on your back, which is good. But again, you don't want it to be painful to where it actually strains your back or your legs. So here you can hold for 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly you're gonna come back up and release. So the first stretching that we will be performing will be the toe touch. With this, we want to be gentle. We don't want to strain our back, we don't want to strain our legs. So what we're gonna do is place our legs out in front of us, toes pointing the ceiling as far as they can, and you're slowly going to reach over to touch your toes, only if you can. Just go as far as you can without hurting yourself. And again, you're gonna feel a slight pull, but nothing should be painful. This you wanna hold for about 10 seconds. So let's count down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You release and come back up slowly. Always securing that back, and also make sure you don't hurt the underside of your legs. After this, we're gonna move on to our core twist. So we're gonna start with the right, and we wanna do this in a controlled motion. We wanna keep our core tight and secure. So we're gonna twist right, come back to center, twist left, come back to center, and just perform a couple more times. Right, center, left, center, and we can release. Our next stretch is going to be our shoulder stretch. So we're gonna reach our right arm backwards as if we're patting our back. With our opposite hand, we're gonna reach over to our elbow and slightly tug on that elbow to where you feel that light stretch. And again, you don't wanna be too hard on your arm. Just make sure it's comfortable. This, again, we can hold for about 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can release, and let's switch arms. Now our left hand goes back, right hand holds the opposite elbow, and we'll count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can release. And lastly, since we're going to be doing some leg workouts, it's important to have flexible hips. So what we're going to do is continue to the butterfly pose. So you just have to put both of your feet together, again, only to where you feel comfortable. And we're gonna be holding this for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can release and extend. And that would be our warm-up. So we're gonna go ahead and begin with upper body, and we're gonna focus on our arms. It's important to work on resistance training, weight training, because this increases our bone density as well as our bone mass, and it's very important, especially as we start aging, that our bones stay strong and healthy to prevent any sort of bone disease. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the seated shoulder press, or you can also be standing. I highly recommend that you have a set of dumbbells. They don't have to be anything super heavy, just something that's comfortable that you're able to lift comfortably and also feel like you're getting that good workout. So the way we do a seated shoulder press, again, you can be on the chair or standing. So your arms are gonna be parallel to the ground. Make sure your palms are facing forward. You're going to lift the dumbbells. Hold for about 2 seconds, come back down slowly. You always want to keep those shoulders parallel to the ground. Lift again, and come back down. You can do this for about 10 to 12 reps. So now our team will begin performing this first exercise. So let's go ahead and get ready. And let's start 10, up 9, up 8, up 7, up 6, up 5, up 4, up 3, up 2, and 1. So there you want to feel your shoulder blades coming together in the back to make sure that you're engaging the muscles that are going to be used in that exercise. Our next exercise will be our front shoulder raise. So similar position to what we were doing before, but now we want to keep our palms facing forward, and we're slowly going to raise our arms until all 3 joints, the shoulder, elbow, and wrist, are parallel to each other. Bring it back down smoothly. You don't want to do this too rushed. So take your time, make sure the weight that you're holding is comfortable on your wrist and you're not straining yourself. And you want to do this again for about 10 to 12 repetitions. You're going to slowly come back up. Joints are parallel. Hold for about 2 seconds and then come back down and repeat 10 to 12 times. Now our team is going to go ahead and get started performing the exercise. So let's go ahead and get started up with 1, up with 2, up with 3, up with 4. When we're performing this, we want to make sure that we're not overextending our shoulders because, again, that could cause damage. You want to just smoothly come back up. Make sure everything's parallel. Those 3 joints are very important. Come back down and repeat. Good job. And lastly for 10. Good job. Our next exercise will be a chest press. You don't necessarily need a bench for this. You can easily perform it sitting down or even standing. Again, I suggest some light weight that you're comfortable with. You're not straining yourself, especially not straining your back and upper body. So the way to perform this, just like we were doing in the previous exercise, the shoulder raises, your arms are going to come back up. They're going to be parallel to your body. And you're simply going to press your arms back. You're going to feel your shoulder blades come together, and that's a good sign that you're performing this exercise as you should. And then we extend right back out in front, and that is 1 rep. You will continue to do that for the following reps. Again, you want to feel your shoulder blades come together, and this is going to be your chest muscles expanding, and that's what we want to work on. So now we're going to have our team perform the exercise. We're going to go up first, and we're going to be ready to begin with 1, 2, 3. You want to feel your shoulder blades come together. 4. Open those chest muscles. 5. Back for 6. Back for 7. Back for 8, good job. Do it controlled. And back for 10. So you want to keep that controlled motion. You don't want to rush through it. And again, just make sure that you're comfortable with the weight that you are using. You don't want to overdo it. But also if you feel like you can progressively start taking on a heavier weight, then I suggest that you might do that. Our next exercise will be our bicep curl. Again, you can perform it sitting down or standing up. So let's go ahead and show a demo of that. You're going to be gripping your dumbbells just like this, and you're just going to be bringing those dumbbells up to where your biceps come together here at this angle. So that would be up for 1. Hold for about 2 seconds. Come back down, and that's 1 rep. And you will do this again for about 10 to 12 repetitions. So our team will go ahead and demonstrate. So let's do up for 1, up for 2, up for 3, good job, up for 4. And again, you want to keep that controlled motion. You don't want to rush through it. Make sure that you're feeling that on your bicep. That's a good sign that you're performing this exercise correctly. When you come back up, hold and feel that there. And last one. Good job. Okay, our next exercise, now we're going to focus on our triceps. We just did biceps, now we want to do the muscle right behind, which is our tricep. And this time we're going to do an isolated tricep extension. So for this, we're just going to be needing one dumbbell in one hand. And what we're going to do, just like we did for our stretching earlier, we're going to bring our arm backward, but we're going to be using our free hand to actually assist. For this, it's very important that you don't overdo the weight that you're working with. Use a light weight. Also, if you want to start with no weight at all, that's completely fine till you progress and are able to hold a heavier dumbbell. So we're going to bring one of our arms back. Our other arm, we're going to put it right behind our tricep, and then we're going to extend until our palm is facing out. We're going to bend again, and that's 1 rep. Come back up, and that would be our 2nd rep. So now we're going to have our team demonstrate with our right arm. We're going to bring it back. We use our free hand to assist, and we're going to extend up. That's 1. Bring it up for 2. Bring it up for 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. You want to feel your tricep muscle doing the work. 7, 8, 9, and lastly 10. So you want to make sure that you're involving all those muscles. Don't just focus on one muscle group in particular. Make sure that you're involving all of them, and these are great exercises for them. The next exercise that we're going to be working on is actually our core area. We're going to be doing a few exercises. It's important to have a strong core because that also helps with our back. Having a strong core means we have a good posture, we have a stronger back, which is really important. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our knees to chest. For this exercise, you want to come towards the end of the chair, always holding the side of the chairs, being very secure. You want to come almost to a 120-degree angle. Extend your legs, your toes will be pointing up to the ceiling. Slowly raise your legs off the ground for a bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to try to bring the knees as close to your chest as you can. So for rep 1, you're going to fold, bring to your chest, bring down, and that would be 1 rep. An option, if this is too difficult, what you want to do, you're going to be in the same angle, same position, but you're going to alternate one leg at a time. So you can do up for 1 with your right, down, up for 2 with your left, and down. So you decide whatever works best for you. It's completely fine. You're getting the same engagement. So we're going to have our team demonstrate. And we're going to show you both variations of this. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do up for 1, down, up for 2, down, up for 3, down, up for 4, down, up for 5, down. You want to make sure that you're keeping your core engaged. Keep it tight, make sure that you feel it, and you know it's working. Just a couple more. Good job. Last one, and down. Good job. Our next exercise will be the extended leg raise. We're pretty much going to be in the same position that we were in for the knees to chest exercise. We're going to be at the edge of our chair, securing ourselves, making sure we're holding on to either side of the chair. And this time, instead of bending at the knees, what we're going to do is we're going to try to keep those straight legs, and we're going to do a controlled motion with each leg. We're going to bring it up, bring it back down, alternate legs, up and down. And again, this is also helping with your hip joints. It's very important that we don't have tight hips and that we're able to keep walking, running, and performing our daily activities. So our team will go ahead and perform this activity for us. Okay, and let's begin with 1, down for 2, 3, 4. We want to keep, again, our core engaged in all of this because that's the goal for this muscle group. And one last one. Good job. Our final core exercise for today is going to be our tummy twist. So again, this will resemble that warm-up that we did earlier. So we're going to be sitting down. And for this one, I do recommend you hold one of your dumbbells up. If you have medicine balls at home or any sort of lightweight that you can hold out in front of you, I highly recommend that as well. So we're going to be facing forward. Our legs are going to be almost shoulder width apart. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the dumbbell up. We want to keep a bend on our shoulders. We don't want to keep our arms too tight. So we always want to keep a slight bend, a normal bend on our shoulders. What we're going to do is we're going to twist side to side in a controlled motion. We don't want to rush through this. We want to protect our back, our spine, and of course, make sure that as we're practicing all this, we're being extra safe. So we're going to bring this up front. We're going to twist to the right first. Come back to center. Twist left. Come back to center, and that would be 1 repetition. Okay, so we're going to have our team perform this exercise for us. Let's go ahead and begin to the right. Come back to center. Go to left, and that's 1. Back to center. Back to center, now left. And you always want to keep that dumbbell like straight with your body, whichever way you're facing. And again, you might feel a burn also on your arms. You're working both your core, and this is helping your arms as well. And lastly, to center. Good job. Thank you for tuning in to McAllen Park's Unplugged. We showed you how to do some exercises for upper body and core. Please stay tuned for our next video. We will be focusing on our lower body and some different cool down methods.